Good morning, everybody. How are we all doing? I'm back, and I'm going to be continuing with my little experiment. So, I tried a four-layer blend in an average, well, slightly larger than average size pipe, and it worked, but it was all a little bit too much. So today I'm going to try a three-course blend in a slightly larger pipe. This is a SMA Twisted Poker, which Kim bought for me on my birthday last year, I think it was. Yeah, it would have been last year. Yep. And it's a big pipe. So moving on then, I'm going to try something different this time. The other blend I kind of made ad hoc as I was going, whereas this one's going to be done slightly differently. So I'm going to start with the dessert first, because that's the order I'm going to be filling it in. So for dessert, I'm going to be smoking some of Ashton's Smooth Sailing, but not straight up Ashton's Smooth Sailing. I've added a lot more Black Cavendish to it and a nice big helping of Latakia. I don't need to say more. I've put Latakia in it. So I'm going to fill the bottom of the bowl with, like I say, that's pretty much going to be what the dessert is. So I want this to come down to, where are we? Yeah, that's about a third of the bowl now. So that is the dessert. And then for the main course, now one of my most popular tobaccos I've ever made, it was my first, and that is, you probably can't actually read that on there. This is Nottingham Blend, or Notts Blend, as we call it. Nottingham, too many letters and anything to make things shorter. So this is of course a blend built on a Kentucky base, with some Virginia in there, there's some Black Cavendish, unsweetened Black Cavendish I have to add, cigar leaf, Latakia, a little bit of Virginia. So that'll do me for my main course, and it's a good hearty, bold English tobacco. It's say quite a popular one. It was my first tobacco I ever made, so it kind of holds a special place. And then for the starter, now I'm going from a bold English main into kind of a European style aromatic, but made a lot smoother and sweeter and with Latakia in it, so there's still going to be some smokiness. So the Latakia is kind of carrying through in the last 2/3, so I don't want that in there for the starter, basically. So for the starter, those of you who have ever been actually lucky enough to try this tobacco, it has some fans out there. It's only ever released in the autumn, but I'm going to be having a spiced Turk starter. Now, for those of you who don't know spiced Turk, it is a Turkish-based aromatic. I use the word aromatic. So I know people don't agree with me when I call it an aromatic, but it's also done with rose-topped Virginia's, Black Cavendish, with a slight amount of cinnamon and nutmeg in there for spices. Now, a lot class it as a Lakeland because the most predominant flavour is floral. I class it as an aromatic because it's predominantly, apart from the Turkish, it's a Virginia Black Cavendish mixture. I don't know what to class this. It's an aromatic Lakeland, whichever way around you want to go with it. So anyway, I have loaded this bad boy up. So what I'm expecting being the operative word there, is this to have a, whoops, lost my lighter, is for this to have a very, very floral, very delicate start, big, strong, bold middle, and then hopefully a sweet, smoky and creamy finish. So I'm just going to light this up, and I'm going to let you know how it starts off. Undeniable spiced Turk flavour. It is a touch dry. I will have to say the spiced Turk I made last year, it's lost some of its more pungent rose notes, but it's still there. It doesn't mature well, obviously. So I'm going to keep smoking this, and I'm going to come back at the point where Nottingham Blend starts coming into play, and I'm going to let you know if, by only using 3, not mixing together a lead in, just putting the 3 in, stacking them, I'll let you know if we do get a nice progression. So I will be back in a moment. So see you in a minute. So there's the change. I could taste it coming. I say, for those of you who've never tried spiced turkey, it's a very light, floral kind of, very delicate taste. It's not a sweet, overly top, sickly aromatic. It's quite a delicate sort of flavours, and the transition's there. It wasn't very noticeable. 2 or 3 draws. I've gone from this very light, fresh, almost palate cleansing kind of tobacco to, and now just hit the earthiness, the leatheriness, and I'm into the Nottingham Blend, and it works. I still need to somehow try and make a slight more of a transition, because I say it's 2 or 3 draws and it just changes. There's still some of the sweetness there from the spiced turkey, I think. I don't know if it's a residual taste in my mouth from after smoking it, but yeah, it's still there. I'm still getting that floral, say, bright, zesty rose sort of flavour, but now I'm hitting into the darker stuff. I just got a whack of cigar leaf there, and I can taste the darker, stronger tobaccos, and makes for a very interesting change. I say I could probably do with, I don't know how, fading from transition to transition, but I'm going to work my way through this section of Nottingham Blend, and I shall come back when we hit the desserts. But the bigger bowl makes a big difference, as you can expect. So again, speak to you in a moment. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes since I last spoke to you, and I'll take back what I said. I've still got the sweet rose-like flavour, but now I've got the earthy, robust, pungent kind of Nottingham Blend taste. It's a bit unusual, but surprisingly nice. I have just retamped, so I don't know if that's had anything to do with it. I know somebody commented on the experiment video that he was under the impression that the combustion happens not just in a flat line across the top, it happens throughout the majority of the bowl. And while I agree with that in principle, I don't think it burns the entire bowl. I think you make just little tiny sections like that. So I've got both the flavours, both the parts there, and it's interesting, very interesting. So again, you will get another update in a sec. I'm pretty much through that section of Nottingham Blend. It has carried a sweetness to it. I'm not used to Nottingham Blend tasting that sweet or fragrant, to be honest. It's kind of toned down the Nottingham Blend quite a bit. It wasn't the big, bold, in-your-face flavours that you usually get. I say there's kind of a carrying sweetness. I don't know if that's just kind of a bit of a sweet coating in my mouth from the first third of this bowl, but no, it gave Nottingham Blend a completely different taste. And I'm about to start on for the dessert shortly, looking at how much I've smoked. I have had still a little bit of ash control with this. I actually have to do with this pipe. Due to the size and nature of the bowl, it obviously it fills up with ash, and I've been smoking this now for what, nigh on 30 odd minutes, and actually a couple of dumps. I'm trying to avoid the temptation to compact it down much tighter. I'm trying to keep those the distinct differences between the 3 blends separate, but so far it's progress. I think the distinct different tobaccos kind of add a little bit too much of a contrast to it. But as a smoking experience, so far it's pretty good. I'm now hitting the aromatic in the base. Get a hit of chocolate then. Oh yes, it's getting very, very, very sweet in these couple of draws. So so far, the midsection, the Nottingham Blend, which is the biggest, boldest, strongest tobacco out of the three, has so far been lost. So I'm just going to finish smoking this, and I shall come back and give you a bit more of a summary again. So I'll speak to you in a moment. I've finished. I'm at the end, and hopefully that slightly woody taste isn't this pipe burning through anywhere in the bottom. I have been smoking this for what, pushing 45-50 minutes I think, and sneaking suspicion I've started a bit of a burn through on the bottom. I hope not, because I quite like this pipe, my secret agent pipe. Actually, is Scott still about on YouTube? I haven't seen any of his videos, but not been back for long, and a lot to catch up on. So, but anyway, back to the purpose of this video, the experiment. So, it works again. There, the three different tobaccos, they kind of melded in. The midpoint, the Nottingham Blend, was kind of lost on me, but the spiced Turk does kind of have a very long-lasting flavour. That kind of I can't get my words out this morning. The kind of rose flavour kind of stays with you. I can still taste a bit of that in my mouth, but when I hit the aromatic at the bottom, all there, I could taste all of it. But I couldn't taste any Latakia throughout that, which is odd. Which then also implies that this hybrid of flavours doesn't really work in that specific combination. I've tried, in my first experiment, as you know, was kind of a gradual, gradually increasingly getting stronger, whereas this, I've tried to mix up the flavours, and some of the taste, the sweetness and things like that are carried all the way through. I mean, at the end, you could tell I was in an aromatic. It got very, very, very sweet. And I say the chocolate, I could taste the chocolate. Couldn't taste the coconut, thank God, because I fucking ate the stuff. Couldn't really get the maple. That might have just been in the sweetness. But yeah, so it works, again, but the contrasting flavours, it's kind of all lost. It's just kind of, it is a progression. The flavours do change throughout, but there's always this kind of consistent, continuous taste there going all the way through the bowl. So I'm getting somewhere. Although I do think that wasn't the right option to approach. I think what I tried in the first smoke, where it progressively gets stronger but the tobacco stay fairly consistent all the way through, I think that's the right approach. So for my next experiment, I'm going to go back to the first one I did, starting off and building into a big, bold English at the end. But I'm going to start off with basically just a light Virginia Oriental at the start, introduce a little bit of Perique and Latakia and Kentucky in the midsection, then at the end have a big, strong, bold finish. Let's see if it's see if I can't build on this and improve this a little bit more. So the concept works, but I mainly tried this based on FT's suggestion, Martin's, of just mixing three tobaccos together straight away. And like I say, it doesn't work exactly the way you'd expect and you'd want to, but I'm definitely getting somewhere. Once I've finally found a combination that I think works, I'm going to let a few of you on here try it. But no, definitely getting somewhere, but still work in progress. So, yep, right, yeah, thank you ever so. Oh, one more thing before I go. Don't forget my competition. I'll stick a link in the bucket below, or I might even have it up in the top corner up here. I don't know. I'm going to experiment with some of the new things YouTube's got. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. But don't forget to enter the competition. I will be announcing some more prizes in a video over the next couple of days. There's going to be some clay pipes in there. There's going to be some tins of tobacco, some cigars, possibly some other stuff as well. So yeah, like I say, don't forget, check out the competition video. Please put in your suggestions, and don't forget to vote by liking your favourite suggestions in the bottom. So yes, fantastic. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks, and I shall speak to you all soon. So take care. Goodbye.